What's going on, everybody? Nick from Viget back here. Happy to be joined by Mitch from Viget. Mitch, how are we doing today?
Good. How about yourself? I'm excited to talk about this college football playoff we got going on this week.
Yes, I am. I'm very excited here. Big games here, so we figured we both kind of do a joint video here as opposed to our normal videos. So let's get right into it. Our first college football semifinal playoff game. Notre Dame as the 4 seed taking on Alabama and the powerhouse as the number 1 seed. Alabama currently opens up at -20 with a total set at 66. Mitch, what do you like for this game?
I mean that spread 20. It's kind of a scary spread how big it is. I mean, in order for Alabama to cover, they got to win by 3 touchdowns. That just seems like a lot to me. But Notre Dame did not look good at all in the ACC championship game with Clemson, Ian Book, and the guys. They just couldn't get themselves rolling. That offense kind of struggled against that Clemson defense, and Alabama has just demolished anybody and everybody they played this year. So I think I'm going to have to go with Alabama in the points. What are you thinking?
You summed it up perfect. When you look at the line originally, it's a little too big for my liking, but then when you dive deeper into it and realize how good Bama is, I think you have to roll with them. Let me read you some stats here. Their last 4 college football playoff semifinal wins, they're scoring on average 32.8 points per game, only allowing 11.8 points per game. And that number skewed because they actually gave 34 points to Kyler Murray and OU a couple years ago. Besides that, they've only given up 13 points combined in the other 3 wins. So their average margin of victory is just around that soft spot of 21 points per game, 22 points per game. I think it goes. I think they get the cover here. I know 3 touchdowns is scary, but I feel pretty confident. How about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, if you think back a couple years ago, back when before the playoff happened, Notre Dame met Alabama in the BCS national championship, and they got boat raced. I mean, I think that's just going to be the same thing that happened this week. I don't think the offense of Notre Dame will be able to do much against the defense of Alabama, and I think the same vice versa for Alabama. The offense is just going to do whatever they want. Devonta Smith, Mac Jones, Najee Harris, they're all going to have big games. You're not going to. No one's going to struggle, I think, with the Notre Dame defense.
And a big thing for me too is that it might just be me, but I don't think Notre Dame can play from behind at all. When you
No,
look at them offensively, they're a run first team. They actually have more rushers over 400 yards than receivers. They only have one receiver, McKinley, over 100 or over 400 yards. Excuse me. He leads the team with 697, and they have 3 rushers, including Ian Book, that are over 400 yards. So I feel like if Bama goes up 10, 14 points, it can get ugly real quick.
yeah, I don't see that offense being high powered enough to be able to keep up with the high powered offense of Alabama.
So we both like Bama here. Score prediction, I'm going to go 40-17. I think it stays under, but I think Bama gets it done. What are you feeling?
40-17, that's not a bad one. I'm gonna go. I think Notre Dame will get a garbage touchdown or two at the end, so I'm gonna go 42-21.
And Alabama just covers by 1. Either way, we're both pretty confident in Bama there. We like them to move on and cover and advance, obviously, to the college football finals.